Hey guys, this is Corey with Custom RV in Amarillo, Texas, and today I have a brand new arrival to show you. This is the 4,689 pound R-Pod Model 202. This is the first double axle R-Pod that they have produced, and it's quickly become one of their most popular and most requested trailers, at least that we've seen out here at Custom RV. This particular trailer is going to feature the sofa option as well as the 190 watt solar package, which is a brand new upgraded solar package for 2022. And we're going to do an interior and exterior walk around video tour today, and we're going to show you all those features and all the ins and outs of this compact couples travel trailer. Let's go ahead and we'll jump onto the inside, and we'll start in the living and kitchen area. And man, I tell you, every time that I step into one of these 202s, the more I like it. We're looking today at the optional sofa with the kickouts, as you can see there. You can get this with a dinette, but we've found that a lot of people really prefer the sofa because of the TV placement. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. This will turn into a bed. It's just your standard jackknife sofa. And as you can see here, you're going to have a couple of TV trays, one for each side. Perfect for a snack or to eat dinner at, or put a phone, tablet, whatever. I just have one set up today. You can see all the nice windows. They are going to have the pleated nightshades, and you can see that all of them in the slide out there open for ventilation. Now if we drop down here, you will notice that you have all linoleum. There's no carpet in this trailer whatsoever, and I think that is such a smart move, especially when you have the dinette option here, which again is something that a lot of people really like. If we take a seat on the sofa here and kind of put you in the driver's seat, so to speak, you'll notice that this is directly across from the TV. So that is I want to say it's a 28-inch TV. The cool thing about that, though, is it is a 12-volt TV, which is nice. And then you can see all of your monitor panel and controls and stuff down there. Your AM/FM radio and Bluetooth player is down underneath that, next to those little netted storage things. And then down here, normally there would be a fireplace here. And if you look at some of my other 202 videos, you'll notice that they typically, we like to have the fireplace here. And that's how this one was originally ordered. But due to a fireplace shortage, this one is prepped for a fireplace. So you can still add it, and I believe they're giving you a $100 credit from Forest River to apply towards the fireplace, which is nice. Now that just covers the parts, that does not cover the labor. So just keep that in mind. All of this is going to be a pressed membrane thermal foil style countertop, and I really like the placement of this extra household outlet. And then there's a couple of USB ports over there as well, which is nice. As we spin you back around, we'll kind of take a look at the kitchen real quick here before we open up all the storage. But before we do that, I do want to say, man, this AC is so stinking quiet. It's I think these Colemans are just one of the best ACs on the market. This one does have a 15,000 BTU Coleman Q Series air conditioner, and it is the only R-Pod in production as of this filming that has the ducted air conditioner, which is something that a lot of people really like. And you really need it considering the floor plan with the private bedroom and stuff. But as we take a look at the kitchen here, you'll notice that you do have kind of a little accent light down there, which is nice. That's a convection oven microwave, by the way. All cabinet ducted heating. And then you can see over here that you do have your pet bowls, which is kind of a neat feature that they do. Now, of course, this is the Tupelo Honey decor, and this is the only decor option they have available. So you're kind of stuck with this whitewashed cabinetry and the lighter furniture with the dark accents. But pretty good amount of countertop space over here. You'll notice the nice sink cover, high-rise faucet, and we'll take a look at all that a little more detail in a minute. But really, they did a good job of maximizing your countertop space in a pretty small little trailer. All LED lights, which is another really nice feature. And then before we get to the kitchen, or the storage, last couple of things. This is your solar charge controller for that 190 watt solar panel that I'll show you here in a little bit when we get to the outside. And then down below that, you're going to have another electrical outlet and your thermostat for your AC and your heat, which is a really nice spot for that as well. And then way down here, you're going to have your propane leak detector. So alright guys, let's go ahead and we'll crack open all this storage and we'll take a look at the kitchen in a little more detail. So one thing I think a lot of people, and this isn't just with this floor plan, but a lot of times when you have a jackknife sofa, I don't think people realize that they have a huge chunk of storage underneath here. And you still get that even with the incliner feature there. So as you can see down in here, you have a nice chunk of storage for some extra cases of water or blankets, pillows, whatever you want to put in there. 2-burner cooktop, and again, all of this is pressed membrane countertops. And again, that is a convection oven microwave. If we drop down here, you have plenty of space for a wastebasket. Although I wish they would do what they did in the 196 R-Pod. They make this a bank of drawers. I think that would be a lot better use of that space there myself, because there's plenty of other places for a wastebasket. Nice deep sink here too, by the way. You know, and you're going to have your high-rise faucet. I love the placement of that outlet too. That is a easy reach appliance outlet for your coffee makers, toasters, whatever. And there is, I believe, another outlet back up underneath there. I think it's hiding behind that sign. But up here you'll notice that you have another really good amount of countertop space, or not countertop, cabinet space. All of this back here is going to be pocket screwed, so if you feel back in here, you'll feel where they screwed and glued this cabinetry together. What that's going to do for you is it's going to last a lot longer than, say, a stapled cabinetry could, in theory. 6 cubic foot, 2-way gas and electric refrigerator. This is the biggest refrigerator freezer that they offer in the R-Pods at this time. I really wish they would go to one of those 8.4 cubic foot 12 volt compressor fridges, but again, that's just me. Full viewing window in the entry door, which is nice. And then this is really where the storage starts to get massive. You have tons and tons of pantry space. All these are adjustable shelves on this top part. And then as we kind of work our way down, you'll notice that you have, again, another huge amount of closet or pantry space there as well. A little bit of extra bonus storage right here next to the or above your breakers and fuses. And then you have a handy little coat closet or guest clothing storage, or just extra closet space for your stuff, which is nice. And if we really take a look in here, it goes back quite a ways, which is nice. So alright guys, let's go ahead now, we'll move a little bit forward and take a look at the bathroom. And I tell you, for a small trailer, this has a killer bathroom. And man, I tell you, for only being a 25-foot trailer, this little R-Pod here has a really good sized bathroom. It is a walk-through bath, and I know some people don't like that, but it's the best way to give you a big bathroom and take up the least amount of floor plan space possible. So here you can see you have a nice sized shower. You are going to have a skylight up top. You can be upwards of 6'2" ish and shower comfortably in here. You're also going to have the max air vent fan up here, as you can see right there. I would recommend adding a cover to that myself. Nice linen closet, and so many trailers lack this. This is such a good bathroom for a small trailer. 2 drawers down below, and then you have your central vacuum system down here as well. Let's see, there it is. You can kind of see it down there. That is basically an electric dust pan. So you sweep everything in front of it, kick it with your foot, and it'll basically suck up all the dust and things into the collection point there. Little tiny sink. I wish that would have been a little bigger, but I don't know how they could have done that. Light switch and GFI protected outlet. Here's another look at that storage underneath the sink too. And then you do have a real medicine cabinet. And in case you're wondering, that does have a mirror. And I really like, and this is just my personal preference, I like how they do the mirrored door here too. You're also going to have 2 pocket doors, one on each side, to kind of separate this off. So you've got one here and then one right behind me into the main living area. So as we come into the bedroom, you'll notice you have a walk-around bed. This is a camper queen, but if you wanted to put a 80-inch queen, well, I don't know that you could. You might be able to. I'd have to measure that. But as we come in here, you'll notice that you have a spot for a TV. And they went above and beyond, and they gave you the household and cable satellite hookups. That booster's on. I'm going to turn that. Yeah, I turned that off. And then they also give you the 12-volt connection if you want to bring the TV from the living area in here, which is kind of nice. Nice big windows around the whole bed. And the new feature for 2022 is this front one, or this front window. It used to not open for 2021, but it does open now, which is a really nice feature. I really like that. And it's got a privacy shade, also has a screen, which is nice. You are going to have storage underneath the bed, hanging closets on both sides of the bed, as you can see there, with the nice little accent lights. And then you're also going to have household and USB outlets on both sides of the bed, as well as AC heat and speakers in here, which is nice. So alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for the interior of the 2022 RPod 202. Let's go ahead now, we'll jump onto the outside, do a quick walk around video, show you all the ins and the outs, and we'll see what you think. We'll see you back on the outside right about meow. Okay guys, so we're on the outside of this brand new RPod 202. Pardon any road noise, we are right next to Interstate 40 here. But as you can see here, you have a nice fiberglass front cap here, or front end here. Here's a look at that plexiglass new front window, which is nice. I really like that over the glass window. We had several of those kind of break out on these RPods. You're also going to have a nice power tongue jack. That way it does the heavy lifting for you, especially with weight distribution bars. Single 20-pound propane tank. Rails for your battery. We go ahead and supply a battery for you at no charge, as well as fill your propane tanks, and we give you all your starter kit and everything with your hoses and stuff. Any little battery disconnect there to kill all 12-volt power to the unit. Right here is going to be your pass-through storage. We'll take a look at that from the other side. And then right here you're going to have your fresh water and city water connection. Right in front of that tire, and I love how high this is off the ground, but you'll notice that you do have your gray and black termination valves right there. And then right above that you're going to have your black tank flush, which is a very handy feature, and it beats sticking a hose down the toilet and flushing it out that way. The slide out on this RPod is prepped for the Solaris slide awning toppers, should you wish to add one. I don't recommend them because they kind of get destroyed by the wind down here in West Texas, but some people kind of swear by them. There's a good view of how compact this trailer is. It really is, I think, one of the best 25-foot travel trailers on the market, hands down. This is a double axle. I know I get a lot of questions on that, whether it's a single axle or a double axle, for some reason. And then right back here, you're gonna have your 30 amp service and your cable and satellite outlet. Right up here, you're going to have your bumper for your stinky slinky. You're also going to have your spare tire mount, ladder to get up on the one-piece PVC roof, and up there you've got a prep for your backup camera. So real quick, let's climb that ladder, and I want to talk about the solar package since we're back here. We'll see you up on the roof here in just a second. So up here on the roof, I don't know if you can hear me over this air conditioner and the wind, but you have a 190 watt Go Power solar panel. That's part of the solar package. And then you can see everything's a nice white roof membrane, and you can see they're very handy with the sealant, or heavy with the sealant up here as well. So overall, pretty simple roof, but they do give you the solar package as well. You could upgrade that if you wanted to with a second 190 watt panel or something, which is nice. All right, let's go ahead and get down, and we'll finish up the rest of the trailer. Okay guys, so we're back on the camp side of this R-Pod. And as you can see right here, you do have your 6-gallon gas and electric water heater with direct spark ignition. You're also gonna have your 3-step more ride step above steps. These will flip up inside the door, have adjustable feet, and are a lot more stable than the traditional hover steps. In point of fact, this is the only R-Pod that has these steps. Everything else is a traditional hover step. You got a larger entry assist handle, and you're also going to have that awesome looking black glass entry door. Nice power awning with an LED strip light in it, as well as outside speakers and a extra little porch light. Now, R-Pods do use the Azdel composite panels. The nice thing about these are water, mold, and mildew resistant. They have twice the insulation value of wood. They're also going to have a sound dampening material, and they are property to them, and they don't off-gas the formaldehyde as bad as the Luan does. So that's basically gonna, the big point there is it's gonna prevent any delamination on this trailer, which is a very, very handy feature. R-Pods use the Torsion Axles. So the cool thing about this is basically independent suspension, and they have about 4 inches of play in them up and down, which is a really cool feature. You're gonna have a handy little electrical outlet right there, or actually the electrical outlet's over here. This will be your spray port for your outside camp kitchen. So with this camp kitchen, and it's not completely set up, but you do have a nice sized little mini fridge. Ooh, that's already starting to get cold. That's nice. And then in this hole here will be a little dump sink for that spray port. And then next to that, it'll come with a Suburban Elite Series griddle that I have stored either in the pass-through or under the bed. I forget which. And then down here, you can see you do have your propane quick connect. That is where that little tag is flapping. Now this does have a fully enclosed and forced air heated underbelly, as you can see back there. Nice thing about that, that's going to give you some good extended season. That's going to give you some nice extended season use. So if the snowflakes are flying, you're probably not going to be using it anyway. But if it's going to dip down into the teens and 20s overnight and come back up into the 40s during the day, this will be a more than adequate camper for you. You are going to have 4 corner stabilizer jacks. They are manual, but they, you can always use a cordless drill if you want. Every one of these baggage doors is held up by magnets, which is a very nice feature, and it just prevents you from, breaking off little clips or having to juggle the door while you're putting stuff in and out. And then down here, last couple of things, you'll notice that the R-Pod does use a fully aluminum cage construction, including their bed bases. And then you can see you have a very nice pass-through storage. Tons of room in there for all your camp chairs and things of that sort. So alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for the 2022 edition of the R-Pod Model 202. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you have any questions or you would like pricing and availability, I'll post links to our website down below where you can see the current price that we have on one of these and if we have any in stock. You can also shoot me an email at contact@custom-rv.com, or you can always give us a call at 806-335-2336. Remember, we don't do any hidden dealer fees at Custom RV. We leave that up to the big chain dealers. And at Custom RV, we know that RVs are made for women, so men can go camping. Alright guys, we thank you very much. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button down below, as well as that subscribe and notification bell down below. That will keep you up to date on all of our future videos, and it helps promote our videos to other RV shoppers and enthusiasts like yourself. Alright guys, again, we thank you very much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed. We hope to see you out on our lot very soon, and we'll talk to you again very soon.